everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome to part 4. Finally, I'm working on part 4 of the 377 build. Had a little bit of the issues with the pistons. I had asked for a step to be done and it wasn't. So they had to go back and get honed. Same on the 383s. It's something I've done with my motors. And I haven't had any problems with the wrist pins or piston seizing up. As you know, sometimes these motors don't go through a proper break-in and guys want to go out and put them full balls to the wall, and so that's one reason I have the wrist pins just ever so slightly loosened. And it's just a good practice that I do myself on my motors. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I'm dragging butt pretty bad. I ended up putting the fuel pump in the Tahoe by myself, and excuse me, sorry. And I was in bed for 10 hours, and it took me another hour to get out of bed this morning. I was hurting pretty bad, but anyway, this is about the 377 build. But I've got half the spiral locks in. I've kind of got the pistons laying. I've noticed with this set of 377 pistons I got, the eyebrows are the same size. Now my last ones, there was a right and left to them. This set, they're not. So I guess the pistons can go into any hole. That's what the machinist told me. He said they were so close on everything that they could go into any hole. And I don't know if you guys are going to notice this, but a lot of cleaning done up in here, and I rearranged and moved the TV because I'm actually using my table for what it's supposed to be instead of a TV stand. So and I got to get over there to my rod vise right there, and I got to break the rods loose because they're still torqued up from being made, and the rods have been sized to where they were fitting correctly because they were too tight out of the box. I don't know why, but they were. Days like today is when I wish I had a helper here, because I could have somebody over there breaking the rods loose and getting them on. And I guess I got the pistons all washed, blowed off, dried off, everything. The rods are all cleaned, ready to go. I guess what I need to do is take the rings, roll the block up, and start fitting pistons rings. See if I got to do any filing. These were supposed to be pre-gapped, but let's see what the for what I'm going to do with this. Gasoline drag 0.0075 is the thing, so let's see, 4.155 times 0.0075 equals 31 thousandths in gap for these pistons. Now you guys are saying that's a lot. Sounds like a lot. One thing Keith Black does with these pistons is top ring is higher up in the chamber in the cylinder and is exposed to more heat. The heat makes it expand, so that's why you need the bigger gap. So I need a 31 thousandths in gap on the top rings. And I think that's what I ran on the last one too. So if you were doing a straight naturally aspirated motor, 4" times 0.065 is a 26 thousandths gap. So if you guys want to pause it, I don't know, maybe that's not going to. And I've kind of used this on all my pistons, just for a standard. Seems to be paying off. Alright. Okay, we're back on the 377 today. Again, I didn't get much done on it yesterday. So this is another new day. And I'm going to take you through, I'm not going to show you each and every install. Actually, I've got 3 of the pistons in. This is cylinder number 8 we're doing now. I started with the even side just because it was up. Sometimes you can rock them like this one. Sometimes you can't. Finally got my little routine going down here, so got the last of the honing oil off from when they made these things, and so it gets in there. They were washed, so bearings going dry. Yes, I've seen guys out there put bearings in with oil behind them, or assembly lube behind them. Yes. So yeah, there's the piston is going to be number 8. This machinist said there was no special way of going in. I'm recording right now. So top compression ring's just what they call a square cut ring. So there's no up or down to it. It just goes in. There's no bevel, so it just goes in square. And I love this ring expander because I've used some others, and you don't want to over expand your rings. There we go. Okay, and I always clock it like I said. So now take and slide the wrist pin out. Yeah, you guys can see I put a little oil in there. Special blend of stuff. You okay? Yeah. All of a sudden Roger's holding his gut looking like he's about ready to fall over. There's days he scares the shit.
Did that work yesterday?
What'd you do, fall over?
Tell me how it did it work.
Oh, that's not good.
She's sitting on a chair in our room.
Uh-huh.
Next thing you know, she's on the floor.
Oh no, that's not good.
One of the back lady at back between her.
Okay.
They had to call the ambulance.
Oh, that's not good.
They came and checked her out. Her mom came. They called her mom too.
Alright, so okay. You need to get by? Okay, I'll move this for a second. You staying in or are you going outside? Okay. Okay, I hold the piston the way it's supposed to be. And I found out, I think I said in yesterday's, but if I didn't, I found out these 377 pistons are just a little different than mine. My last set, I had right and lefts that I had to install, but these are equally cut, so they don't make a difference. So that's the top of the piston. The bearing tank's got to go to the outside. So I hold the bearing tank here, top of the piston there, put it in. The wrist pin's oiled. And here comes the, oh, I know there's a tool out there, but I'm not spending that kind of money to get it. And that install these spirals, and I always feel like I'm overstretching them, but it says the rule of thumb is to have your thumbnail fit between the coils. And until I did that, yeah, I was just having a thumbnail fit. So now that I'm going to do this one on camera, it's probably going to give me trouble. But you got to get it started and pull up on the same time. And there it goes. Figured I was ready to do this on camera because the last few had just gone in perfect. And bring you guys along, but I guess. Oh, really? There it goes. I don't know if you guys. Snapped in there. Everything's good. Ring's clocked. So I take my white lithium grease, put it there. This is one reason I don't ever have to spray oil in the cylinders to get the compression to come up. Because everything is sealed. I mean, there's enough around the rings and that to... Okay. Now, no. Let's see. Pick you guys up well. Okay. Take my fingers with the extra grease and rub it around in there. Rings are cocked. Bearing tang out. And then the ring compressor. All these things are a lifesaver. Where it cranks down. I always hold down on the ring compressor. Just like that. It's in. And I can see it cleared. Boots off. A little more assembly lube. There's that. Now the nuts. And there. Then the test bin. We're just a hair below deck, if that. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Now, and I know I made comment on the dirt rod motor. Ouch! I wanted to switch over to spiral locks instead of the C-clips. Found out if your pistons are cut for the C-clip rounded edge ones, you cannot change them over to the spirals unless you have the pistons recut to fit the spiral lock. So that's all we can do, I guess. So let me now. That's kind of nice having my little table out to where I can use it again and lay everything out and go. And I know most people can't, but I've got a set. I'm getting to where I've got a certain set of tools I use on engine assembly. Tear down, I ain't worried about it because you're washing everything. Sometimes you gotta tap, and don't be rough to get the rods apart. So yeah, we're going to get all 8 rods, pistons in, and I'll check the clearances just to verify. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a short block here real quick like. And once I know the clearances are what I want, for sure. They sure feel, it feels really, really good right now. And I'll get the cam out, make sure that's cleaned and wiped down, and get that lubed up, slid in, and get that all hooked up. So and this is the steel crank in this motor. I did opt to use that one. So I guess I don't know much else. I'm going to get these other 4 pistons in, and we'll see if we can get the camshaft installed too. So come on, Sheriff. Well, here we go. 1357 2468. I've got a short block assembly. So there's looking down through the cam, and let's see. There's how close, but yep. She maybe about 10 thousandths or so. I'll double check it here, but yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. We got this rotating short block assembly. I think that's what we want to call it. I'm going to do some other stuff today because this is Easter weekend when I'm working on this.
Yeah, you forgot it was Easter weekend.
Yeah, I don't live for holidays or anything anymore. I just wake up and I do what I can. So, yep, we're in short block form right now. Next step will be getting the cam in. Get all the galley plugs in the front of the block here, up here on the deck, and get those in, then get the camshaft slid in, timing chain gear on, and go finish checking clearances. I do that. So I guess we're going to end here for now, and this is the end of part 4. Part 5 to come. Hopefully here soon we'll have this thing running, making noise, and give Roger a ride. See how bad it can make him hold on to the dash this time again. Yeah. So, well, you guys all take care. See you later.
Thank you.